let's talk to this engineer dude.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
We are incognito in the galaxy. We can go wherever we want, whenever we want, and no one will notice us as long as they don't look out a window. Which is kind of ironic when you really think about it. Alright, let's talk to this dude. He seems like an interesting guy.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
And that's on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, who is next? Let's talk to Mr. Snappy Snip's best boy. Good old Garrus. Garrus Vakarian.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
True enough.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
That depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Yeah, no, okay. So, jurisdiction is good, but it also limits you in a very severe way, which is kind of like the double-edgedness of it all. Like, it'll settle you down and be able to, like, just make it so that you can't do anything, but then it also protects the people that you're trying to help, because sometimes what you're trying to do is not the right thing to do. So it's like, it complicated. Anyway, Anyways, let's go up and talk to more people. Yeah, it's just so... Do you do the right thing by, you know, doing the wrong... Do the right side of wrong or the wrong side of right? It's all gray in the end. So... blech. Alright. That's my locker. I already picked the stuff out of there. And let's talk to Mr. Biotic.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yeah, he's like one of the few crew members that is actually pretty taciturn. He doesn't really talk that much. When he does, he has, well, he makes his words count, I should say. Alright, where do I need to go? I think I need to go in here to grab some more Metagel, because I'm running low. Oh yeah, I was almost out. Okay. I don't think I need to talk to the doctor just yet, but I'm gonna anyways, because she's awesome.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Romantic.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Wants to go out and help people in the world. Noble. And also probably dangerous. No, definitely dangerous. You know, combat medics are vastly underappreciated, I think. And yeah, they can always use more. Alright, let's see. Who's on this level? I think just Presley. So that leaves the galaxy map. Oh yeah. I have this song playing in my head every now and then because it just never leaves me. It's so good. There it is. Alright, zoom out. Okay, where do we need to go? I need to go to... that's Exodus Cluster, Argos Rho, Hawking Eta, Kepler Verge, Armstrong Nebula, Attican Beta, Voyager Cluster. Yeah, the Voyager Cluster is named after the Voyager module that was sent, the Voyager probe that was sent out long before I was born, and just trying to make contact with anyone in the galaxy. I believe it was a joint effort from every single major country in the world. So there's like a lot of stuff jammed into that thing. And this is where it eventually ended up, I think. So, let's... do I want to go to Verdict Side? Yeah, I'm gonna go to Verdict Side immediately. What am I doing? Okay. I have no idea where this thing is, so let's go to Sparta! This is Sparta! Maiden voyage as a captain. Or commander. Head boy? Head Alright, where am I? Okay, ooh, unknown. What's this? Collection of let's bound together by gravity, survey. Prothean data disk. Ah, this is gonna be useful. Okay, yeah, this is